Hello everybody! Welcome to another video from Code Shots with Profanis. This is the second video of a series where we will see how to use libraries in Angular either using a Mono-Repo or a poly-repo. In this video, we will see how to create and use an Angular library in a Mono-Repo. So, let's get started. At first, let's see what we have in terms of application that we created in the previous video. We have our app here, and if we open the app component HTML, we see that we have a selector lib/mylib, and if we go to the projects mylib, we have this component, and here we can see that we have lib/mylib, and this is the template that we have, Code Shots with Profanis. And if we go to the browser, we can see that this is what we currently have. The question now is the following: how can we have more than one Angular applications that use the same library? So let's go here in the terminal, and I'm going to create one more application with the generator ngg application, and I will name it users. If we open now the projects, what we can see is that we have the library, and also we have the new application with the name users. Let's run this new application, ng-serve the users application, and I want this to be in the port 4001. Let's go to the browser. This is the previous one, and I will open a new tab in the new port. And this is the new application, the default page that we have from Angular CLI, right? And what we want to do is to reuse the library both in this application and in the users application. And the steps are the same like we did in the previous video. So I will open the users src app module, and inside here in the imports, we have to import the lib module. So I will keep this open, and I will go down in the other application in app module, and we have to import this one, mylib module. So let's do this here. Imports mylib module, and I want to import from this one, mylib. As soon as we have this, now we have to replace in the app component HTML. Let's select everything from here, delete it, and let's go back to mylib, src lib, into the component. Let's grab the selector. I will close now this file, and inside the app component HTML, I will use the selector lib/mylib. And now let's go to the browser to see what we have. Both in 4200 and in this one we have the Code Shots with Profanis, which is the component that we use from the library. And how about now if I go to my library and I want to change this one? I will just delete the exclamation marks, and I will save, and I will go back to the browser. No more exclamation marks here, and neither here. Nice. So this is how we managed to use the same library in a Mono-Repo. Let's close everything and see the following. What do we mean when we say that we are going to have more than one applications in a Mono-Repo? What we mean is actually that we have our application in the same repository, in the same Git repository, and this is what we have for this application. And if we check a bit, the structure of this application is the following. What we have is the projects, and here we have mylib, which is our library, and here we have the users, which is another application, and this one is the main application that we have, right? So we have two different applications in the same repo like we saw previously. These applications, both of them are in the same Angular workspace. How about though if we have more than one applications in different workspaces? Let's have a look at this. Well, what I did is the following, that I moved the Angular workspace under the directory with name client1, and now I'm going to create another application with name client2. And this is what we have. We have client1 and client2, which means an Angular workspace and another one. So we have two different Angular workspaces. And the goal for this video now is the following. We would like to reuse this library from this workspace into this Angular workspace. Let's give it a try. We have client1 and client2. I will go to client1 and specifically to the tsconfig JSON, and if you remember from the previous video, this is what we had. We had the paths, and we would like to go to the client2 and under the compiler options use the paths. Go to tsconfig and paste it here. And here we have to define the exact path of the compiled library files. And this, of course, is in the path with client1. This is the first step. As soon as we have this, now the second step is to go to the app module. And you know what? I will have on the left side the client1 and on the right side I will have the client2, so that we have this separation. So let's go here into the app module and we would like to check the app module of client2, and this is it. And I will grab my lib module and I will import it here, my lib module. And of course we have to have the ES6 import as well. The next step is to go to the app component, into the HTML and have this selector. And again, I will go here into the client2 and I will search for app component HTML. I will select everything from here and I will simply paste this selector. And this is it. The very first step now is to use the ngbuild mylib with a watch mode. Of course, we'll have to be into our application, cd client1, ngbuild mylib watch mode. And now, if you remember, in the first workspace, we have two different applications, and in the other one, we have one application. So let's go again to the client1, and we will have the ngserve, and this is going to be the main application of client1. And I will open one more terminal into client1. And this is going to be the users applications of the same workspace, right? So ngserve, I'm going to have the users under the port 4201. And now let's go into another terminal, into client2, and we will simply have the ngserve with port 4202. Nice, so we have compiled successfully from client2 and the same for client1, this one and this one. So we need now to have three different applications up and running. Let's go to the browser to see what we have. This is the first one, this is the second one, and let's also go to the third one. Nothing here, and if I reload, we have code source with Profanis, and again here we have code source with Profanis. It seems that we managed to use the same library in one application, in one Angular workspace, but not in the other. Let's open the developer tools and go to the console to see what kind of error we have. It says that cannot read properties of null reading binding start index. There is a problem already report in Angular. And according to Misko Hevery, it seems that the error indicates that somehow there are two copies of 5v in the application. So we'll have to use this one in the paths to tell Angular, you know what, if you are looking for Angular, this is the path. So let's go to the tsconfig of client2, and inside the paths we will use this. I will kill the server and rerun. Let's go to the browser. And voila, we have it. Code Shorts with Profanis in the second client, in the client 2, which is another workspace. And if we now go in the first one, everything seems to work fine. How about now if we do any change in our library? Into the projects mylib src, I will go to the mylib component in this one, and I would like to change something. I will add some exclamation marks here, and I will go back again to the browser to see if everything works just fine. And it seems that everything worked great. This is the first application, this is the second one, and this is the users, and this is the third one. So that was it. Thanks for watching. Please let me know what you think in the comments below and do not forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.